Okay, so I'm back. So after that frustration of the splitting of the thread, I feel like um having separated the strands like the instructions said into three, I feel like it's compromised the integrity of the thread because it's no longer in that nice sort of like strong bond like it is when it's the full thread. So I just did a little play around and I think that the full thread will actually look okay. So I'm going to have a go at literally using the six strands and trying that. So that's my next step. So I'm just going to unpick all of these bits and then we will get on with um, trying trying it with the normal thread. So as you can see, I'm definitely out of my comfort zone, but it's all fun. So we will just have a go at this next bit. And now I can't find what I've done with my needle. Ah, there we go. So I'm just going to grab a needle that is hanging in the tip just to unpick my wool. I feel like that took way longer than it should have. Anyway, we are now back to how we were before we started any of that embroidery, which is quite gutting when you think of the work that it takes to get started. But anyway, I'm just going to put that behind me and I'm going to tie a knot in my wool like we were going to do originally. And nothing is working. Ah, come on. There. Okay, there. We've tied our knot and we're ready to get started from the beginning. So, I think I'm going to start, actually, now that we can do a do-over, I'm going to start where I was going to start originally, when I said I should have started here, on this little section here. Or maybe we'll even start down here, actually, thinking about it. Or down here. Or should we start at the top? I'm thinking so that all the threads kind of run in a line. Maybe we'll start at the top. And then we'll work down and do all the line stitches. And then we'll come back up. Well, we'll see. I'll just get started. So yeah, I'm going to start right at the top here on this little bit. So I'm going to just come up here. Just make sure that's it. And then we're just going to, sorry, not felt. We're going to embroider our little white lines. Actually, I think this might work well because I think this is going to make them stand out a little bit more. Which I might like, I might not. But we'll see. As this whole project is just an experiment, I don't really mind what happens. We are just going with it. And we're going to see what happens. And it is quite therapeutic, just like the repetitive movements. And if you've done any craft with your hands, you kind of know how it is. I feel like I've just gone off slightly there, but I'm not going to worry. I'm going to adapt to the next one, I think. Well, now that I'm doubling up the thread, it might be that I will run out of thread. I might have to sort of re-evaluate as I go. Maybe that'll have to develop a few more areas. I don't know. Or change the colours around. I suppose I could do that. We will see as we go along. Embroidery is quite nice because I think just any repetitive movement that you can kind of get lost in. I can see how this would be a great thing to do in front of a film or something, when you don't have to pay all that much attention and kind of be listening to something in the background. I like to listen to audiobooks and things in the background, but I can't do that while I'm recording, obviously. 2, 4, 5, yes, put those 5 in. And then I'm going to put this one in. Yeah. I feel like this is going much better now. It's not split, so we'll see. One line at the top here, and then yeah. So not check that this is in focus. Might be a bit better. Sorry. If you are watching this and you are doing your own project at the same time, which is a really good idea, actually. I will just say that is a great thing. You can do body doubling, whereby you actually can work along with other people working at the same time as you, doing your own project. I do some co-working sessions where everybody's in silence and you can work on your own projects. And just having kind of other people doing something at the same time, being productive, can help you to be accountable and get on and do something yourself. It felt like I've gone long enough with that one. So in a similar way, if you are working on your own project at the same time as watching me do this, then that's a great opportunity to kind of have accountability while you're doing it. So if you are doing your own project, please tell me what you're doing. I'd love to know what you're working on. Or what made you decide to watch this video? Have you done felting before? Have you done embroidery, mixed media before? What's your kind of background and what projects do you love to do? If you do like the sound of co-working sessions, then while I'm rambling, I may as well tell you about the one I do. So I am a member of a platform called Flown. Amazing platform. I will put the link on so that if anybody's interested, you can sign up and you will get a free trial with my link. So I'll put that on for you. And it's great because what it does, it actually helps you to be able to focus. And there's like set sessions, and there's usually anything from about 30 to 50 people on a session at the same time. And if you're one of these that often procrastinates getting stuff done, then sometimes you need that sort of scheduled time to get on with your project, and that's what it's helpful for. Also, if you are working for yourself or maybe a stay-at-home mum, sometimes you just want some other people, kind of feeling that you've got some colleagues to work with. And that's what I really like about it, having other people to work alongside. Um, and yeah, you set your intentions, what you're going to do in that particular session, and then you do it. So it's bro. Okay, so we've done our little things here. You can see we've worked down here, and then I've got these ones to do. Or should I do these ones at the bottom? I think I might actually come down and do these ones on the lilac and then work my way back up. So yeah, see that if I can see my lines. Okay, so where's the first one? There. I am definitely preferring it now that I've not split the thread. Probably going to give it a slightly different look, but quite like it, and hopefully you will too. I love your feedback, but it's no fun when you're having to just unpick it every 5 minutes because it keeps getting caught. So that's definitely a big plus. I think because I have got more thread though, I'm pretty sure that they've got four, one, two, three, two, three, four. I think there's about 4 lines per little section here. Obviously, I didn't do a great job in reading them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Um, as my thread is thicker, I think I'm just going to kind of go with the flow and just experiment a little bit. And actually, that's going to be really good for me because that will really help when I'm wanting to do some mixed media projects. So by kind of experimenting and just seeing what I think works where, a bit straighter, and that will be a good practice session. So yeah, I think that'll be good. So I think I'll just do 2 on that one, and then I'll come down to this one. Because that in between line just here, it's going to be black. Doesn't have to look exactly like the picture that we're following, does it? In fact, I kind of like when things don't look like what you're following because I think it's always good to put your own stamp on things. So when I teach people with my tutorials, I like you to kind of experiment and think about maybe using different colors to me or changing like the position of what I'm felting. So if I'm doing like a dog sat down, could do one lying down or standing up. I've just lost my thread. Hang on a second. I'm missing my self-threading needle. But the problem is that this is a bit thick now to go through my self-threading needle. Oh, just need to get the scissors on that thing. My end is all jagged. Oh, get in. There we go. I got it through. That's fantastic. Yeah, just going to keep working down. Roughly. I think I'll put the third one there. Just got this space. I can tell you quite honestly that I think embroidery takes much longer than felting. And felting isn't exactly the quickest craft in the world. Um, dog taking, if you can hear it, I don't know what my microphone settings are doing. Sometimes you will hear the pitter patter of her feet as she comes in. Try and come down a tiny bit. I don't want to come too close to the black line. I've gone slightly off with an angle, so I'm just going to unpick that one. of course, I have to rethread my needle again. I used to have one of those self-threading things, those little gadgety things that you always had in like your nan's sewing kit. I had one, but it seems to have gone missing out of my sewing box. I'm not sure why. Must be when I was threading a needle for mending a garment or something. There we go. That's threaded through. I just felt like it was going off at the wrong angle, so I think that would be better. Just show you the back and see what's going on there. Pull it off the back there. Occupational hazard of being a needle felter. Have little bits of wool everywhere, so they can often get caught. One of my members was telling us a really funny story the other week that she had her little office chair, and this one day it started to stop wheeling. So she turned it upside down. I'm just going to pull that one out as well because I think it's gone a little bit off again. Yeah, so she turned her office chair upside down because it had stopped wheeling. And in amongst the wheels of her chair was a load of wool that had felted together as she was actually, you know, rolling around in her chair. Because we always get like little bits of wool offcuts of a project or bits fall on the floor. So if you are a needle felter and your chair seems to be broken, then just check the wheels haven't got fluff felted into them. Uh, this is the problem when you're kind of threading it too many times. Now one of my strands hasn't gone through. If you've got any tips for threading needles or embroidery in general, then please tell me because I obviously need them. Make sure that it go skew with again. Mm. Yeah, these black lines aren't where I want them to see. I feel like that black line should be there and then it's better. But what's that going to look like when there's a black line there? Oh, I think it'll be okay. I'm just going to stop being such a perfectionist and move on. There we go. I think not happy with that last one. I'm just going to pick that one. Just slightly went off on angle. Keep them more straight. So I'll go back and fix that one. Let's do one more, a little bit higher up. Now, while I'm in this vicinity, there's some white on the body. So I think I'm just going to put these little markings all along the body. I think my first one I left this little gap. That's a copy of camera on some of these. I apologise. Get so engrossed in it. See if I can come forward with it. I need to get closer to it then again. So I'll put these little marks on, and then I'm just one just like for a neck, and then one in the middle. There we go. All right then. So I think next I'm coming on these lines here, and then onto the black bits, which I think they're kind of two. They're a little bit thicker than just a line, and that one is too. So we'll have a go. We'll go at these lines first of all. a little bit closer to the work bit actually than I've done it. Focus that a bit. I think again, as I'm using thicker thread, I'm not going to do the four. I'm just going to do three. Careful. Go. And then apparently we've got some French knots. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to embarrass myself by doing this or whether I should have a bit of a practice beforehand. So it says knot the thread and thread it through the bottom fabric. I think I might just need to watch somebody do that before I experiment with that. So I'm going to just leave that for the moment. And I think I'll just focus on these other bits. So as I'm coming up here, I think I'll do this bit that we did before and then come up to this bit. And then once I've done all those bits, I will come back and think about doing the French knot. I can't remember now, I think they're lying flat on the, yeah, they're just straight. expecting the angle that it was on the picture. I like the way that it's looking, so I don't know. I think these are looking better with the thicker thread, actually. They show up a lot more. I'm not sure if these would have been better with a lighter thread, but I think overall it's still going to look nice. So I'm not going to worry about it. And then I'm just going to do this one down here. Oops, I want that to happen. I'm pretty good up to now. So I'm definitely pleased that I've been using different thread because it was just really, really difficult to work with and I just wasn't enjoying it at all. If I like the way I've done that, I'll just move it back over in long one. That's better. Even mine. Okay, so next thing is for me to figure out how to do a French knot. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to thread my needle through side there. And that's how it's looking up to now. Get that properly on the camera. So there is our part felted, part embroidered butterfly with the white. And we've still got quite a bit to do. But yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of this now. I was honestly feeling like I wanted to throw the whole thing out the window when the thread kept splitting. It was so frustrating. So I think by doing it this way, it's going to be a lot more enjoyable. Maybe I was splitting the thread wrong, or maybe it's just because I'm not an experienced embroidery artist. Anyway, however you say it. But at any rate, I'm enjoying it now. I'm invested in my little butterfly, and hopefully you are too. So here's our little picture, and here's mine. So I will see you in the next time, in the next session when I'm able to do a bit more on this, and I will keep you posted. Please let me know as well if there is any videos that you would particularly like to see, and any feedback that you have as well is always appreciated. So thank you for supporting me, and I really appreciate all of you. Have a great day, evening, whatever time this is that you're listening to it, and happy felting, happy crafting. Bye for now.